The following podcast is a member of the Pokecasters Network. Pokecasters Network, supporting Pokemon content creators, their shows, and the community of Pokemon fans. To find out more, check out PokecastersNetwork.com or find us on Twitter and Facebook.
What, that I live on the moon?
Yeah, sure. There you go. Fun fact, Daisy lives on the moon. I don't know who's editing this one. This is 10. This is a me
I think
episode?
it's you.
I think this
Because
is
I
me,
just
yeah.
did 9.
Yeah, 10 is me then.
Or if it's 1 mod 3, it's Anirudh, 2 mod 3 is me, 0 mod 3 is Daisy.
Sure.
Quick bets.
Hello everyone, welcome to Not a Scratch, the only podcast that believes that Scratch is an overpowered move. I am your host, your PM, your DM, your GM, Anirudh himself, and with me here, collecting all his dice and putting them in his headphone case.
It's me, Muhammad. Everyone knows that dice bags are overrated and that hard plastic cases are the optimal way to carry your dice, so you can roll them on the go. And over to... I said that half mimically, and then I ended that sentence. I was like, wait, no, that actually makes perfect logical sense. What am I doing? Over to my right is someone whose drawstring bag does not draw and does not have strings.
Yeah, I had to take the drawing out of it so that I could do art. Hi, I'm Daisy.
Welcome to the show, everyone. Welcome back. It's the second day. Before we get into that, of course, how's everyone doing? How audience, how are you doing? Let me know right now. Say it out loud. I don't care if there are people around you. Say it out loud. Great.
Cry.
For the people that are doing well. If you're not doing well, pat on the back here and hope tomorrow is a better day, or today, or this episode is a better day. I hope the next 5 seconds are better than the previous 5 seconds, because if that's the case, then everyone succeeds. Also, Mansoor, I don't remember where I said he was last time, and I could check my phone, but I think he stole it, and that's going to be my transition to Mansoor's show.
He was coming to visit me on the moon, I think.
That might be it.
But if he doesn't have his phone, then the GPS directions might not get him here.
No. He probably has his phone.
Everyone knows that at the Altosphere, you gotta take a right, and he's gonna take a left.
Oh, drat. Oh, no.
You gotta take an upturn at the JetBlue.
At the JetBlue, that's a... Alright.
If you see Frontier Airlines, you're in the wrong direction.
Yes. Perfect. So, that is a shout out, of course, to Mansoor, one of the legends of the game. Shout out to the 2 players here, legends of the game. Shout out to me, because I can shout myself out.
You are the game.
I am the game. Yeah, exactly. I am the game. Speaking of the game, I made a game that my players, specifically one of them, really didn't like. And today's part 2 of that. To discuss part 1, we turn to that player, I think, doing the recap.
Are you sure you want me to do the recap? Because the recap might just be me cussing you out for 3 minutes straight.
I mean, if you want the recap, Kyle slept most of it.
That is true.
I mean,
and then woke up mad.
That's not... Yeah.
Not mad, more so like I was mad. Kyle was concerned. Two different things. Let's not conflate the two. Last time on Not a Scratch, the Mousehold family, they said, all right, go forth and figure out our mysteries. And Anirudh said, hey, by the way, you only have 2 days. And by 2 days, I don't mean 2 days in game, like the Mousehold family told us that we were cool. No, he said you have 2 days, recording time, episode time to do this. So, yeah, arbitrary time limits, go. And we were like, and the entire episode basically spanned a full 24 hours, but in reality, it spanned 3. We figured out how doors work. We got almost all the doors. No, we got all the doors open. I forget which plate showed up that we were like, wait, what? And that's where we ended the episode. It was very poor recap on my end. I blame Anirudh. He got me flustered.
It was the pixie plate.
Right, it was the pixie plate. Yeah, I blame Anirudh. He got me all flustered and mad, and now my brain doesn't work. And it's totally not because I woke up 30 minutes ago.
Sure. Daisy, anything to add there? As someone
We
that
found
actually
out
has a recap properly.
that I have special aura powers and that the house is a Pokemon, probably.
Oh wait, we did find that out last time.
And
Okay, so audience, the former, yes, we did find out. The latter is a theory that they have decided to make fact, and I have not confirmed yet.
the house is a Pokemon for sure.
Sure.
And I'm special, and Arceus is here and with us. And Lucille is chill, but also apparently not chill. And my cat is on my counter, and I need to go make fun of him.
Oh, I was hoping you would make fun of him, and then I would just like really like drop that into recording. So it's like while us two are talking, you could just hear Daisy in the background, like, oh, come on. Oh, good, perfect, like that. Great. Mohammed, anything else to add that you remembered after falling asleep in the last episode? Kyle did. You were awake. I should point that out. Very important.
No, Kyle was asleep for some amount of time and then got woken up because Kyle was like, "Oh, let's do it in shifts," and then it didn't happen. But yeah, do I have anything to add? I don't have anything to add apart from the fact that I genuinely hate playing for Anirudh right now.
Yes, gotta love it. Great. Daisy, have you
Yeah, he's thoroughly
Reprimanded?
embarrassed, but it's not going to do anything.
Cats
He's
feel
embarrassed
embarrassed
now, but
Since
also
when?
cats understand it. I don't think they feel it. They know how to deliver it.
You'll I don't know. He'll get up there another time. He's being a real hooligan recently. I don't know what's up there. There's nothing. There's nothing for him.
There's nothing up there. Why is he there?
Because it's up.
I guess you're right. It is up. There's so much more up.
Right. Cool. I think we can get into the episode. We ready? Day 2 about to begin? I'll be nice. I won't put a time limit on this episode, so if we do take the entire recording time, we might, but I don't know. We'll see.
45 minutes later, and that's the end of the episode. You lose.
You lose. Goodbye. I'm gonna end the episode too. It's gonna be like that. Like you see the final thing that you need or whatever, and the day is about to be saved. You reach out to grab it, and that's the end of the episode. You lose. L ratio. Leave.
I didn't think you did the episode. I think I thought it would have been like, and it's 6:00. Time to leave. Have fun. Bye. Thank you for helping. You didn't really get the treasure, but hey, it's okay. We're fine. We're not gonna be mad. We'll just keep selling all of our stuff. Okay. Bye. Thank you. Bye.
Just imagine that too. Be like, you find the rock
unlocked
horn, and as you reach out to grab the rock horn, the Mousehole family appears. Guys, I'm so sorry. We have to leave right now. I know your treasure is right there. Like, right there. Like, if I wasn't talking to you right now, you could grab it right there. But no, I'm going to drag you all out. Goodbye, anyway. And then Mousehole turns into... what was the joke we made last episode? The house was a Guzzlord, right? Mousehole turns into a Guzzlord and then eats you guys. And the campaign's over.
I think it's a stack attacker.
Oh, Stack Attacker. That's right. That's
Stack
what-
Attack is a better.
You cannot
better
be
house
in
than this
Guzzlord and
house.
survive.
It's a better house, but it transforms into a Guzzlord and then eats you, and the campaign's over. Something about the simplicity of that makes me laugh. Anyway,
I keep
will that
forgetting
happen?
Stack Attack exists.
Yeah.
I keep forgetting most of the Ultra Beasts exist. I should probably play Center Moon at some point.
Anyway, does that happen? Will it happen? Is that the expectation going forward? Find out now as we dive on it. Splash. The time is on the clock. Funnily, my recording, this is not going to be the case in the final episode, but my recording said exactly 20 minutes. It hit 20 minutes when I started talking. So, day 2 of sequence. The realization occurs for a couple of different items. We know that the Aura Powers thing is a nice little side event. Side project right now that could play a role down the line. But Rose has Aura Powers, ? Lucille is a giant question mark.
No, Lucille's a Lucario.
Lucille is a Lucario, yes.
Yeah, we haven't
Right.
met any unknown yet. Let alone any alpha unknown.
Very true.
That's a Legends Arceus joke. Anirudh, play Legends Arceus.
I haven't. I finished Violet. There you go. We can make jokes about that, and I'll understand them. But I have not played Legends Arceus yet. And you've gotten all the plates except one, the rock plate, which brings up two questions. One,
Is that the rock
nobody
plate?
here. It is the rock plate that's missing, right?
Yeah, that's the one that's missing.
Yeah, that's the one that's missing.
Anirudh, earlier I thought you said it was a pixie plate that was missing.
That's the one that we
No, the pixie-
found.
That's the one that you found, but nobody here is a fairy type.
Okay. All right, I'm back. I'm back.
We ended the episode with you saying, "Who picked this up?" And it was
Oh, yeah.
And then nobody said anything.
Yeah. Okay.
So, like the realization that just occurred, the fact that the rock plate is missing, and that's the only one missing, brings up two questions. One, since nobody here is a rock type, where is Rock and Rampage? Because they are the easiest method to get the rock plate, seeming as it's sort of been deduced that you need to be the type in order to find the plate. And then the second thing, nobody here is a fairy type. Who picked up the fairy plate? Or the pixie plate? Because you need to be that type to get in the specific room. Both of the thoughts go through your head. Kyle questions the audience about the pixie plate. Nobody has any idea, and for that, we transition into the episode. Kyle, no response.
Does anyone seem as confused as Kyle, or is everyone just like, no, it was just there, whatever?
I think it's a handful of people. If you want to get specifics, you can roll for it, but I would say about half the crowd is just as confused as you are. Like, yeah, that does make sense. And the other half of the crowd is looking at their watch like, okay, I don't know, but we found the plate, and it looks like the legit one, so we need to go find this final plate. So, little column A, little column B. If you want specifics, you can roll for it. Otherwise, I give you that.
Hold on. Do people even know, like, there needs to be the last plate? Because we know that, knowing that, like, we know about Arceus. These people don't know about Arceus regularly, so is it just like there's one door that we know hasn't been opened?
Yeah, there's just an
I
unopened
think
door right now.
there's just one door that has extra dust on it, I suppose, because nobody has opened it. That might not be the right way to describe it, but there's one door that people have known they haven't been able to get into. So I think if someone were to map it out,
there were 18 doors, and we've opened 17, and people know that we've opened 17 out of 18.
Yeah, and I think everybody's tried to open that final door just in case it was their type or there was a duplicate or some circumstance, but nobody's been able to open it. So presumably there is something behind that door that needs to be part of this list. I think people, if they wanted to, some of the people probably have deduced it down to be like, okay, well, the water type person went in there, the dragon went in there, the fire went in there. Okay, so that probably means this one missing is the rock one.
I mean, the
there.
recruits at least have been able to do it, but
Yeah, the recruits have deduced that down. I think I will say some of the people here have deduced that as well. Again, if you want specifics, you can roll for it. But ultimately, you've got roughly half the audience being like, yeah, I'm concerned about that a little bit because that's just a free plate. That doesn't seem like a free thing to be given out. And then the other half is like, okay, yeah, nothing's actually free is what one half the audience says. The other half is saying, if it's not free, we'll pay for it later. Right now, we need this rock plate. So,
yeah, okay.
Look.
So the situation right now, as much as I'm intrigued about, where we got the pixie plate from, Kyle is one of 2 or 4 people that knows that there are rock type Pokemon here, right?
The other recruits know. Yeah, you've done a little
yeah. We did tell them that they were showing up. So,
I think official Corporal North might know as well. I forget if you might have mentioned it to him.
I did mention it to. You're right. Kyle did mention it to Corporal North. Yeah, Kyle mentioned it to Corporal North on the boat, and Kyle mentioned it to the other 2 recruits in Steam Springs. Look at me remembering the names of places. So
I'm taking your word for it on that one. I actually don't know what the city name is.
I'm fairly certain it's Steam Springs.
Probably something along those lines.
Because
I know you mentioned it in the garden here as well, but that's the most recent time. So
yeah, okay. I think. All right, this I don't know if we want to roll for who these people are, but I think what Kyle's gonna do, Kyle is gonna turn to Rose and just very quietly let Rose know, can you go get us that last plate? and then turn to the half of the audience that's also confused about the pixie plate and be like, guys, let's figure this out right now.
I mean, I don't know where they are. I tried to look, but I'll go.
Kyle just gives a nod of like, yeah, you got this, go.
Also, if the house is a stack attacker, it's a rock type. Maybe the house is the rock plate.
The house gave the house is the final mission is beat the house.
Just pick up any tile up.
You need that. We need the house to open its own door. Okay, but yeah, Kyle is going rounded up the half of the audience that's also confused. Like, all right, guys, let's figure this out, and like causing a little bit of a ruckus, if or not a ruckus, but like causing some commotion, some he making a little bit of a scene, not too much of a scene, but just a little.
You're trying to distract them from the rock plate for now, right? You're focusing on the who got the pixie plate thing.
I'm trying to get the group focused on who took the pixie plate, so that Rose, and if other recruits want to go with Rose, other recruits could go with Rose. Go get some rock types.
I
that's what Kyle's trying to do.
Go ahead, Daisy.
I probably like poke Pearl or something. Like, let's go.
I think Pearl's with you. Pearl gets the idea. Kyle, I'm going to have you roll. Deception's probably the best thing for this. This is a cute roll under charisma, because you're trying to. You're trying to distract everybody from the secret mission that's happening in the back.
Well, half. I also want to know.
I mean, alternatively,
but
it is just like everyone else is like, oh, okay, I guess we got to keep looking for something.
I mean, so it's half and half right now. So you're mainly trying to distract the half of the audience that wants to go look for the rock plate as well. Kyle, this is.
I mean, yeah, I'm trying to keep. Yeah, I guess I'm trying to distract that half and keep them engaged.
Before you roll, Rose, are you taking one or both of the other recruits that are here, or neither?
I probably would just like take one.
Do you have a preference? Which one?
I mean, I said Pearl because we haven't seen a lot of Pearl lately. So
okay. Kyle, roll with advantage.
Get absolutely decimated by an earthquake here. It's fine.
Kyle, roll with advantage as Mrs. Quagmire tries to assist you as well. You're like, okay, everybody, let's calm down. First off, you're just using like full teaching. Ahem.
So you said this is
once again.
You said this is cute, right?
This is a cute roll, yes.
Yeah. All right. Well, I rolled a 2 and a 17 plus 1, so we're good.
I was going to say it's like that's one number. What's the other? Yeah, I think you're like everyone. Just me imitating Kyle here. Everyone could we find out who did the pixie plate? Nobody's saying anything. Mrs. Quagmire comes around. Kyle, I got this. Ahem. Teacher clears throat. Everyone gets quiet. Like, oh snap, professor's saying something.
All of a sudden, out of nowhere, we see Mrs. Quagmire holding a pointer and pointing to a chalkboard that was definitely not there before.
Yeah, Mrs. Quagmire just pulls the chalkboard out.
Clap once if you can hear me.
Yep, basically. HD and Kirk instantly clap. Everyone else is like, yeah, that's how it
Clap
works.
twice if you can hear me. Thank you.
And Mrs. Quagmire goes down. I think quickly, within a few seconds, has turned this into a history of the life and lives of various Pokemon types, just to distract everybody. So, for a very long time, the fairy type was thought not to exist. It was part of the normal type. And you can see here the dynamics of ancient historical context that's providing additional detail. So, full distraction lesson before they go searching for who the fairy plate is. Meanwhile, Pearl goes full, dives into the shadows, disappears. Rose, I don't know if you're that dramatic.
I just calmly walk after her.
You see, Pearl's just like, all right, guys, let's do this. Poof, and then just I don't know, walks backwards into the shadows, but it's very sneaky, woo, yeah, totally. As I roll back up, and you're like, cool.
Plop, plop,
Walk.
plop, 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 plop.
Great. We will go with you two, Rose and Pearl. Do you have any idea where you would like to look?
I mean, absolutely not, because I've already checked everywhere I thought I possibly could, and I couldn't find them. But I guess we hadn't had access to the attic before. There was no access to the basement. I guess we probably still can't do that, but I'm mostly just like Pearl, pulling Pearl aside.
Okay.
Pulling Pearl aside and being like, okay, so we know that this rock crew is here. Maybe they already have the plate. I don't know. But if we're gonna try and get that one, that's our only chance. I tried looking for them before, but I couldn't find them while you were all at dinner. But
So, I have a odd idea. I think Pearl probably asked, like, okay, so did you look inside the house, outside the house? Where did you look previously?
I looked everywhere I could think of. I was in the house. I tried all the doors. That's how I found the one door. Then I tried outside in the garden, the shed. The basement and the attic are locked too. But
I think the basement and the attic probably have something to do with when we got all the plates, because it looks like they need some sort of key to unlock, as opposed to all the other doors. But here's a weird idea. We've been running around this house effectively. There's always been somebody outside, or at least a couple of folks outside, for the past 25, 26 hours or so. And then Pearl kind of gets close to you. What if they're just stuck in the rock room?
how would that happen?
Well, they could get in. So they get in looking for treasures. Picture this. Pearl somehow gets you into her like make-believe flashback that's of another character. It's like, so they walk in the door, right? They go through all the different doors. They're trying all the doors. That kind of like what you did earlier. And they get into the rock room door. And they walk on in. They probably find the cool stuff. The plate certainly looks like, especially compared to all the other ones, it definitely could look like an ancient artifact of some sort. So bam, free cash for, the thieves. And then, as they're packing up, ready to go, probably try another door, or if that's the last door, whatever that works. They hear the commotion. They look outside and see various different recruit members, professors, famous people of all shapes and sizes that could easily arrest them, including a literal officer.
Two literal officers, actually.
Two literal officers. Two literal officers?
Yeah, north and south.
Oh, South is here. I forgot about South. Two literal officers. So as a result, maybe, and this is what I would do if I was in their predicament. Not that I've ever done this, mind you. She says this very clearly, sounding like she's done this before. But I would probably, notice these people and then decide to like stick where I know it's safe, hide behind the door here, because they might be they either are smart enough to realize that nobody else can get in the door, or they're safe in that room until somebody comes in, and then there's less people to fight and get out. Hopefully, I don't know. And then, ever since then, every time they check, there's some random Pokemon that's outside that would stop them or question them or wonder why they weren't here. So that's just my theory.
Okay. That's
Daisy,
a possibility.
Daisy, player to player, I need you to telepathically pick up what I'm putting down here. I have a vision of how this could go, and it's beautiful.
Well, okay. You haven't given me anything to pick up on, I guess.
Just focus your brainwaves. I'm sending it wireless.
You could say it out loud. Say it out loud, man.
You could also text it on Discord or something.
Yeah, or text it on Discord.
This is funnier. This is funnier.
No, brother.
I mean, the only thing I think of is knock on the door. But I say to Pearl then, like, okay, but like then we're probably still not going to be able to get in there though, right? Because they're not going to want to open the door.
Don't worry, leave it to me.
I was hoping that you'd get the I was hoping you'd take the bait there, Daisy, but I guess not.
I don't know what bait you put down. Other than you saying I had an idea. Do you want me to say, and now I throw it to Muhammad for his idea?
No. I was hoping you'd take the bait. Nothing. All right.
I don't get this either.
Yeah, I had a beautiful vision. We'll leave it unsaid. We'll see. I want to see if anyone else picks up on the idea I had.
What?
You're gonna have to share this in the post-game episode, but for now,
there's no fish.
Yeah, there is no fish. There's no bait. There is no fishing line here, man. I don't. from Daisy and my perspective, there is no fishing line here.
I mean, we'll see. How
Anyway.
maybe there's still a chance it plays out the way I envisioned. We'll see.
I mean, the only way to do that is
Carlos?
to do it. If you have a
So speaking
vision, suggest it. That's
No,
how
no, no,
games
no, no, no.
work.
I don't want to. It's just more of I've thought of something that would be like perfectly in character for Rose, but also like I'm not playing Rose, but also like.
Oh, I guess I could pull out Poke Puffs.
Woo! There it is. Woo!
So, like,
Oh. Okay, so weirdly, we're all on the same idea, to a certain extent. So Pearl's like, leave it to me, I got this. Rose, I don't know if you think Pearl's got this, but at the very least, Pearl has run into that room, so.
the only other thing I could think of, in a sense, is me like knocking on the door, being like, "Everybody else is gone. Are you good?"
I have something much stupider planned. As Pearl approaches the rock room, I think you right behind Pearl, like sneaking around, like, okay, this is gonna require immense skill, dedication, and tact. Okay, we cannot make a wrong move. Pearl straightens up. Room service.
There it is.
Do we want to
And
flash
yes.
to what is going on with the fairy stuff before?
That's probably much more better story-wise. Room service. Cut to Kyle.
Let him play it out.
No. This is. I need the experienced GM here to tell me how to do the story properly.
It's called drama.
I don't want
Cut to
suspense.
Kyle.
I suspended all my disbelief. I don't need any more suspense.
Kyle. Crowds they're whipped into a frenzy now, learning about the life and lies of Xerneas out of nowhere. And as a result, now the crowd's really invested into this whole fairy type thing. I know this was a distraction, but while we're here, let's explore.
I want to know. It's not just a distraction. I want to know.
Let's explore this. What's your idea here?
I mean, I almost feel like it would help to like, and also like to help kind of distract people away, right? Like it would help to like get people to like, all right, like we're the only, like Kyle's like, well, we, as far as we know, are the only ones in this house, which means there's got to be a fairy type somewhere around, and it's not one of us, clearly.
Right.
I'm trying to think. Do any fairy types get like transform or disguise? I don't think so. So, I mean, unless someone's hiding a terror orb, right? That means there's another Pokemon here. So we gotta we gotta split into groups, search the perimeter of the house, figure something out, because there is something afoot, and I think Kyle's gonna like take Mrs. Quagmire and probably Officer North, because they're the only other two who know that the rock people are here, and be like, all right, we're gonna go investigate that door. Everyone, and Kyle's gonna like start like dictating to everyone else, be like, all right, you three go check go check the garden, you three go check out by the shed, you three go check like over down by the dock. Like we gotta find whoever this is.
Give me, I guess this would be another cute role.
Another one.
More of a performance side of things, I suppose.
Is performance cute, or is performance
Performance under
cute.
my system is cute.
Yeah, it's cute.
That's not.
Kyle's 10.
Yeah, you have no authority. I don't know what your role is, but you have...
I rolled a nat one. Kyle's a 10-year-old.
They're gonna investigate this, and they demand that you come with them. So before you realize that you are now on the 3rd floor. Where's my notes here?
I wish we'd gotten the whole map beforehand, because as long as the rock door and the fairy door are on different floors, this is still salvageable.
I can confirm they are on different floors. I do not remember
All right,
where
we're fine.
everything is, but I know they are on different floors. Where the devil did I put that?
It's more interesting if we get to do both of these things.
Oh, it's at the bottom here, isn't it? Yes. So, to confirm, Daisy's not the character. Daisy's the person. Rose and Pearl are on the 2nd floor. They're about halfway through. Kyle, you and the crowd are at the left end of the 3rd floor. Final room on the 3rd floor.
All right.
So now there's a giant
Whoa,
crowd
are
around
you
this
telling me
area.
are you telling me the ferry door is all the way at the end because it's the last door because it's the most recent type? Whoa.
Well, technically it's first, if we're looking at it from left to right here.
Okay, but is it next to the steel or dark door?
It is next to the dark door.
And is the dark door next to the steel door?
It is not.
Aw. For a second there, I felt really validated.
The dark door's across the hall from the steel door.
Anyway,
I thought this was a one-dimensional hallway. Damn it.
So the giant crowd around this first door, everyone's examining it. You've got a couple of investigators going through doing investigation stuff. Some people looking out the window. Some people trying the door to the right, which has been confirmed to be the dark door. Trying that out, being like, maybe you can enter the ferry door through the dark door or something. No, that doesn't make sense. Because that is quickly shut down.
Secret Grim Snarl confirmed.
Hold on, I do actually have to look at a list of fairy type Pokemon now. Don't mind me.
So
I'm just doing clickety clack.
So that's the situation there, Kyle. As this giant crowd of folks are behind you, I know this didn't go as intended, but you're still here. Anything you want to look at?
I mean, Kyle was really hoping to just investigate the door, see because it's clearly been open. See if there were any sort of forensics there that could help us narrow down who had been there and recently.
I suppose that's easily the investigation roll there.
10 plus 1.
I have good news and bad news.
Okay.
Makes sense because this is a mixed roll. The good news is you can confirm that no other Pokemon has been here. The bad news
That's
is
the good news?
the good news and bad news, here's what it effectively means. It's narrowed down so that the only Pokemon this could be is one of your crowd. Somebody in this crowd opened that door. Because you see fingerprints, or the equivalent of every single Pokemon. Fingerprints, tail prints, whatever you want to call it, depending on who opened the door. So you know it's one of them. Now you have to deal with that.
Yeah. I mean...
Try knocking and asking for room service.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
Try knocking on the open door, which we can see into the room that has, nothing and no one in it.
Oh, the ferry room
the ferry door is closed. All the doors are closed.
All the doors are closed again?
Yeah, unless I'm going to... They're going to be like most office doors, I don't know, where they automatically close. Why not? But the door right now is closed. And if you attempt to open it, you would not be able to.
I wouldn't be able to. We're lining everyone up! One by one, we're all trying to open this door.
Okay. Sure.
I know Dusty's gonna come with this, but I'm just really at a loss.
I mean, all right.
Because if it's someone in our group, can you just really quickly for sanity's sake, can we run through the list of people we have here? It is.
Do you want the Pokemon name?
Yeah.
I can go down the list. I have the list
I'm
on hand.
I'm gonna try to knock out as much of the list as I can off memory first. Trico, Audino, Quagsire, Ampharos. We've got Magnezone and Steelix. We've got Lucario, Glaceon, Cyndaquil, Metagross, Phanpy, Mousehold, I guess, technically. I know I'm missing a couple of people.
I can go through the ones I think you've missed.
Yeah.
There's a Clodsire here.
Yes.
There is a Dartrix here. Specifically
Yes.
Miles, the lawyer from the past. We said Metagross. We've HD the Ghost.
Oh yeah, we've got Duskull and Scolipede.
Sizzlepede. It's
Sizzlepede.
a fire bug first one. From Galar.
Yeah, Sizzlepede.
There's a Kingdra here, and there's a Mastiff. Mastiff?
Kingdra and Mastiff. Okay.
I think that's everybody.
Okay. Yeah, so if that's everyone, then the way this door opened was one of two ways. Right? Just thinking from pure Pokemon knowledge here. Either someone has a Terror Orb, or Rose Mega evolved. Those are the only two ways.
And it's not the second one.
It's not the second one because you've...
Yeah, and I mean, I am like 85% sure it's not the second one.
Imagine that. Just be like, hey, Rose, you sleptwalked. I just controlled your character for a brief moment, made you Mega Evolve, opened the door, grabbed the plate, and then made you forget.
I think I would quit.
Probably. I would quit. I'll be honest. If I did that, I would quit.
Yeah, so... Yeah, like, that's why I'm at a loss. That's why I'm like, all right, let's just line up the people who are here. See if this door opens. Because I looked through the list of fairy-type Pokemon, and none of them stood out to me as anyone that, would have Imposter or Transform or Illusion or any of those. So
there aren't too many Pokemon that have those to begin with. So, all right, sure. I think line them up there. This might have to be another cute roll, because why are you forcing people to line up?
I mean, the thing you're going to realize is that there's not an Ampharos or an Audino here.
They might realize that soon, by the way, so... I'm gonna have this be a cute role to kind of combine both of those. Like, ignore the fact that there are members not here, and
don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's fine. It's fine. I say as I roll a nat 20.
Ooh, somehow climbing the stairs has given you authority like no other, I guess. Or maybe it's Mrs. Quagmire's in the back giving everyone the evil eyes. It's like, you better listen to my child here. So
I feel like it's more of that. Absolutely, like down to the main hall. Like Kyle was like trying to run it on his own, no shot. And then as they were climbing the stairs, Miss Quagmire was like, "I got you, don't worry." And Kyle, the next time he says something, like everyone listens and looks over his shoulder.
Miss Quagmire just like real, like just kind of just puts the pointer just down like in front, being like, "You remember my authority, right?" And everyone's like, "Ah, yes, of course, Mrs. Quagmire. Completely understand. Wow, Kyle, what a great idea this was. Let's line up in a line." And then everyone lines up in a line. And one after the other, they'll start to try the doors.
Yep.
And now we cut back to Rose and Pearl. Room service. So off screen, when I did that, I wanted to see how successful that would be, and I rolled a nat 20. So guess who opens this door?
Onyx.
Ooh,
Onyx.
Stakataka opens the door. Yes. They're just like, yes, my room service. I ordered this 20,000 years ago. I'm glad.
The door opens is just like the eye of Stakataka.
Excuse me. No, I think. Gosh, I've forgotten who my talker is. Ignis is the one that talks all the time, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah.
This time
so
it's
Ignis opens. Ignis opens the door. Room service. I didn't know there was rooms. Oh.
I just tackle him.
Are we just jumping straight into a battle? Because that might actually be what this is.
I mean, I don't think it's intended to be a battle, but it's more of just like, get in, close the door.
Okay, all right, that sort of thing.
If you want it to be a battle, it could be a battle. But
it's going to quickly become a battle, but I like this little talk to begin with.
Rose is not intending it to be a battle.
Pearl and you just rush in real quick before the door closes and Ignis is able to slam the door in your face. And now you're just standing here in a room that's, decently sized, but the same size as the other room that you were in, Rose. And they're just looking around. I think Metamorph and Seti are like lying on the bed taking a nap or something, and they wake up and then just jump out the bed. Ignis is looking at you. You're looking back.
I told you I'd find you.
Hey, buddy. How's it going?
Just solving a mystery, looking for treasure, I guess, to help your good friends, as you said.
Treasure? Yeah, duh. Like, we were looking around ourselves and we took a quick little nap. You know how it is. Yeah.
I think you have something that would be helpful, don't you?
Us? No. What? Steady, Metamorph. We got something. They're just looking around. No, boss. We don't got nothing. No, I don't even have a poke to my name. I don't know what you're talking about.
You look in the corner of the room. The love plate's just there. They haven't actually touched it.
No, we haven't touched nothing. I think they would recognize. Oh, that.
No, they haven't.
That thing. Oh, that's a Metamorph brother. His dear mother made it for him years ago, and he's been keeping that as a souvenir ever since. He carries it around with him. It's like a stuffed animal, right, Metamorph? Yeah, totally.
Wow, I never knew your mother was rumored to be Arceus.
What? No, what? No, my mother. My mother. Yeah, we're going full. My mother. A simple, gosh, what is it? A simple boulder she was.
I see. I mean, we got a teacher out there who's probably pretty good at giving history lessons. If you want, we can tell you about that.
I think
Or
they
you can give
recognize
me the
it.
plate.
See, Rose, we don't want to do this to you, you know. And of course, your dear friend here, welcome to our humble situation here. Pearl's just giving them the stink eye, like, sure.
I just slowly start
There.
pulling out Poke Puffs and leaving them on the ground.
I'm
Are you sure about that?
gonna have you roll. Will this be a charisma sort of thing? I think, yeah, probably something along those lines. So, I'm gonna have you roll cute. We might avoid a battle.
This is great questions. I've forgotten that I need these. Cute. 14 plus 1, 15.
I had that rolled against mine, and unfortunately, I rolled an 18, so they are able to withstand the raw allure of the Pokepuff.
They start licking their lips. Oh.
They're just like, I appreciate it, Rose, but I'm afraid we've already had dinner. And for the first time this series,
Thought we were
this arc,
friends.
there are friends and there's money. My best friend is Ben Franklin. I don't know, some stupid line like that. And then we're gonna jump into a battle. Yay, battle time! Remember how these go? Hello, this is Anirudh, the GM, PM, DM of Not a Scratch, and thank you for listening to this episode. As always, episodes come out weekly, and sooner or later we'll get back to our normal, regular Tuesday upload schedule, so be sure to follow us, subscribe, do all those important things you ought to do when supporting a podcast. Trust me, it really does help. If you've enjoyed the episode and want to support us in any way, shape, or form that you can, the best way to do so is to share us with your friends, share us with people that love the day Tuesday. I'm emphasizing this for a specific reason, and it may or may not have to do with when the next episode comes out. Cough, cough, Tuesday. Yeah. Also, leave us a review on your podcasting platform. Reviews help to bring new people into our community and also give us advice on what we can improve upon in the future. For example, saying that sentence, I can improve upon that. Don't put that in your review, though, because hopefully there are more examples of successful sentence saying than not successful sentence saying. Maybe? I don't know. You can also follow us on all the socials at Not a Scratchcast, or follow at Aduran Region, or email us at notascratchcast@gmail.com if you have any cool ideas to add to the podcast or just want to reach out to us. We've also got a Discord for Not a Scratch. I highly recommend that. A bunch of amazing, awesome, wonderful people that have already joined, and you can join to help build that Not a Scratch community with all sorts of different things. You know what else has all sorts of different things? Our website, which you can check out at www.notascratchcast.com. It's got our episodes, our merch page, our art page. It links to the wiki that this fan created, which I want to shout out because it's really, really good, considering all they have to go off is the random ideas that pop into our head. It's fantastic. You should check that out. You can check all of this out on our website, which updates over time, so stay tuned. We got a lot of songs. You've listened to some of them. We got more going in the future. So we want to thank Glitchx City for the songs: Kirby's Dream Land, the Lo-Fi Remix, Team Rocket Battle Remix version 2, Sun and Moon Team Skull Battle Remix, Team Galactic Battle Remix version 2, Rejuvenation Zen Grunt Theme, Plasma Remix, Team Plasma's Remix to be precise, and the Legend of Zelda Mifa Remix. We also want to thank Tabletop Audio for the songs Mansion Night, Before the Storm, and Thieves Guild. We also want to shout out and promote and talk about, real quick, our patrons and our Patreon. Guess what? We at Not a Scratch have a Patreon where you can get amazing extra benefits regarding the show and its future, including early access to episodes, special behind-the-scenes looks of what goes into the game, and more. There's Daisy's Game Corner, which comes out monthly. There's the post-game show. I'm not sure if you've noticed about that, where at the end of every episode or end of every other episode, depending on how our recording schedule works, you get to see what we're thinking immediately after it happens. And you'll be recognized during the show right here. The best part is, sometimes we post things on Patreon for free. You don't even need to be a member. You don't need to contribute. There are some things that we post for free, and you can become a free member. It's as simple as just joining, and whenever those posts come out, which comes out fairly often, it'll go in waves. Sometimes there'll be a bunch at once, and then sometimes it might be dry. But if If you want to be notified about all of that, all you have to do is join as a free member. And if you like the things we do or are interested in the more expensive options, you can go ahead and contribute to our Patreon, where you'll be recognized during the show right here. So, thank you to our Patreon members, Ginny, Ursa93, Eli, Pure Glaceon, Damon Liger, Lord Toffee, Simon Pellajoaquin, Fennec, Evelyn C., Journeyman Negative, Robert O., Arming Sword and Buckler, and Blue Earweir, along with Dark Art Drive. I had a second page, I didn't realize that. For more information about anything we've discussed here, you can check out the links in the episode description or contact us on Discord or all of the different socials that exist. If you're interested in having a promo on the show for your podcast or anything you really want to promote, we would love to help. Send us an email, contact us on social media, contact us on Discord, and we'd be happy to discuss more. For here, though, we're going to go back into what seems to be a very interesting situation occurring right here, right now. Transition noise here. Ooh.
No, I've never done one.
That's actually a fair point.
Well,
so,
I'm not involved.
Yeah,
I've done
Giles, Mohammed's in the background. So, Pearl is joining your team. I need to find Pearl's moveset here. Versus the three members of Rock and Rampage. The battle order goes as follows. So, I didn't
Pearl
say the
knows
thing.
Hydro Pump and Earthquake and Steel,
Well,
Iron Tail, and
I need to say the lines though. Time to roll initiative. Great. Now that I said that, initiative in this system, because I decided to be dumb about this, is rolling a D speed. So you are going to roll a whatever your speed is side a die. If that's not a real thing, then we throw it into the random number generator.
is that where it says speed roll?
That is your speed roll. Yes.
So
I forgot to do
If you edit any other cell, it'll re-randomize the speed roll cell.
speed. It said 5.
Okay. So let me jot this down real quick.
If I refresh, does it re-roll? It does. Cool.
Wow.
I can do one of two things. I can either give Daisy Ampharos' moveset, or I can give Muhammad the moveset.
Oh.
Muhammad, do you want to be involved in this battle?
I mean, I always want to be involved in a battle. Do you want me involved in this battle? Anirudh, I asked this for your sanity's sake.
I'll leave it up to Daisy here. What do you want to do?
I'm not gonna say yes or no to having the other player be part of the show. So if he's gonna be part of the show,
No, but this is Rose's time to shine. You can steal the spotlight if you want.
Rose is probably not gonna steal the spotlight. But that being said, I do still need to pick out whatever my 5th move is. But
That's true. You don't
that'll
necessarily
come
have to
later.
have it.
Yeah.
But
You could send while we're deliberating this, you could send Pearl's moveset in just the group chat.
yep.
Not just moveset, stat spread too, actually.
Yeah, the full set will be sent momentarily.
How long has Pearl been a member of the recruits? A month and a half?
Since day 2.
No. Hold on. We're in August.
Late August, yeah.
We're in late August, so it's been almost 3 months since Kyle has joined the recruits.
Correct.
And Pearl was found like 3 weeks in, something like that, roughly, give or take.
Might have been more than that. Pearl was a end of arc 2 thing.
Middle of arc 2.
End of arc 2. No, because you ended the arc with you bouncing to the ice world, and that was a few episodes after.
Oh, was Pearl in that same city? Oh, okay. So yeah, but also arc 1 was like 2 weeks.
That is true. Yeah.
And arc 2 was like another 2 weeks. Alright, so a month and a half was a good guesstimate, actually. A month and a half was a good guesstimate. Also, I would like to let the record show we have been recording for an hour.
Oh my goodness.
So, I said this at the end of the last episode or in the post-game show, I forget which. But unless Anirudh is going to be like, all right, all the plates, you win, the 2-episode limit was too short, and I was right.
I mean, there hasn't. I don't know.
Like, if there is a second phase to this mystery solve, which it's Anirudh, there's probably a second phase.
I think there's a lot of dead air like this. So.
Oh, no. This episode does have a lot of dead air, but all I'm saying is we've been sitting down for an hour. Unless after this battle, things wrap in 10 minutes, we're going to be sitting here for another hour.
So now that we've rolled all the speeds, the order will go as follows. Actually, we'll just jump straight into it rather than go through the order. So, Kyle, Muhammad, I hope you're ready, because first up is Pearl.
I keep forgetting how garbage Ampharos' moveset is.
Yeah, it's not ideal right now.
And I've got what in front of me? I've got a Geodude, a Roggenrola, and a
Roly-Coly.
Roly-Coly. Well, this is... I don't quite know what to do with Pearl here. I think what we're
it's been a while since Pearl has shown up, so if you want to share the movesets. The stats are just boosted up, but the movesets are different.
Yeah. Pearl has clearly been in the gym because Pearl has got a leveled up her own thing. Her whole thing. It's she's got Thunder Punch, Dragon Pulse, Confuse Ray, and Electro Ball. And the reason I was saying Ampharos' learn set is garbage is because why does it learn physical electric type moves? It's a special attacker. I hate it. Like, it doesn't even get Thunderbolt. It doesn't even get Thunderbolt. Everyone gets Thunderbolt. But yeah, all right. So, I guess also the way that you have implemented Electro Ball, it's kind of busted.
Probably.
Because you just made it user speed divided by 2 is the damage dice.
Let me change that slightly. This hasn't been changed in the system. Let me change that right now to the current speed. So Ampharos rolling an 8 means that's the speed that we're going with. Yeah,
but I mean, Electro Ball is based off of speed difference, not like pure speed.
Yes. For simplicity's sake, we could implement that now that I think about it. Just the difference between you and the opponent's speed.
Like, that would probably be because right now, for Pearl, who is Ampharos is not that fast. Electro Ball is a base 8 power move.
So let me enact this change, right? Let me enact this change here. This one's happening no matter what, which is instead of just your speed stat, it is based on the speed that you rolled for initiative. So in that case, it is 8 divided by 2, which is 4.
Okay.
If we want to do difference, we can. So in that case, if you attacked, Roggenrola, then it's the difference between you and Roggenrola's speed currently divided by 2. I think for now, we'll just go with your rolled initiative speed divided by 2.
Okay. And what was Pearl's rolled initiative?
So the rolled an 8, so that makes this a base 4.
Okay, yeah, and so it's useless in this battle. All right.
I will remind you, rock does not resist electric.
No, rock doesn't. Ground is immune, so it'll do nothing.
Right. Also, that means now, the 2 of these folks are...
Also, my 2 electric moves... Pearl's 2 electric moves are kind of useless here, because one's a physical move against rock types with good defense, when Ampharos does not have good physical attack. And the other is just weak, with the way that we're implementing it. So, I've got 2 moves. I've got 2 moves to click.
Pearl can also go get help.
Pearl could go get help.
And leave it a 1v3?
Yeah.
This is where we prove that that Rose... we said Pearl could go get help. Rose... This is where we prove that Rose somehow out of nowhere, despite being generally non-violent, is like this damage-wielding fiend of just like, blast you, blast you, blast you. Wow, that was easy.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of if Pearl, right, like, Pearl's character is, very go with the flow and is just 100% in on whatever's happening.
Yeah.
But also at the same time, kind of aloof.
Yeah.
Right?
That seems about right.
So I don't know whether Pearl would play the status game or whether Pearl would be like, we're battling Dragon Pulse to the face.
I mean, you could also open the door and scream, "They're in here!"
Would Pearl do that? I don't know. I almost feel like Pearl would just... I mean, Pearl's been a recruit for a while, too. Pearl has clearly had her fair share of battles, right? Being level 30 now.
Mhm.
So
Yep.
Pearl might just be like, oh, we're battling? Okay. Looks at... Who would Pearl look at? Probably probably Ignis, the rugged roller in front, and just... Oh, no. Ignis is the roly-coly, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Ignis is a roly-coly. So, yeah, this is roly-coly at the front, just eats a Dragon Pulse to the face, I feel like. I feel like that's what...
Is that what we're going with?
Here. Yeah.
All right. In that case, let's go for a Dragon Pulse.
That is... I rolled a 12, so that'll hit. I need 2 d10s. I should have probably prepped these d10s. I had all this time to look at this character sheet while my thing was broken, and I didn't. Tell me how I'm emptying out my entire dice bag and I see no d10s. What's going on here?
While he's doing that, Daisy, since it's been this is the first battle you've had, 10 episodes in. So we go through initiative to find out the order of where everybody goes. That'll be revealed through the first round. Then you'll know it by that point. It'll go back and forth through that order. There are things that can make you move up and down the order as well, but that I don't think applies to anyone in this match. From there we go.
That.
I did, yes, I did nerf that. So the order then, after everybody rolls for initiative, we go out of battle. Like before the round begins, we go any abilities that activate, like Intimidate, for example. Any items that activate doesn't really apply in this case. And then we go player 1, ability, item / move, player 2, ability, item / move, player 3, ability, item / move, etc. And then just rotate through that. You're going to roll an accuracy roll. So on your sheet, each move has an accuracy. You are attempting to beat that. Did we change it, Muhammad, so that you can meet that?
No, I don't think we did.
Okay, well, here's the reveal. You can meet that now. I'm changing it, so
okay.
It's slightly more accuracy. So the accuracy roll, you need to roll that or higher.
On a d20.
So if your accuracy roll is a 6, that means you need to get a 6 or higher in order for the ability to work on a d20. And then from there, there's a damage calculator. You're going to roll damage dice depending on the move. Add your attack or special attack in that case. I will subtract the special attack or special defense, regular defense on this end, and then deal damage. I won't reveal how much damage there is. There are IQ skills and other things that can reveal those items. I'll just say, wow, that was a big hit, or that took a scratch, or you completely missed, something like those things. There are special exemptions. We'll go through them when we do, but that's that. Have you found 2 d10s?
I'm very confused because I found one and I don't know where my other one went, but I also have my D100s, so I'll just use those. But I'm also just very confused at where the other D10 went. Alright. So 2d10 plus 10 is 3 plus 4 plus 10 is 17. Plus Pearl's special attack is 23, so that's 40.
40 on... Who was it
40
again?
on Ignis.
On Ignis, gotcha.
Oh, there's the other d10.
Great. Okay, so we'll get into the flow of things as things go on, because I'm trying to figure out where everybody is. Pearl senses a battle happening. Readies, aims, fire. Dragon Pulse to the face. Blasting Ignis back, literally just getting bonked on the nose by a Dragon Pulse. And he kind of like flies back into the bed, I think, effectively. Pearl's like, all right, strike one. And from here, we jump over. It is now Ignis' turn. They're gonna respond right back. What do I go with here? Let's go with Ancient Power. I like that.
Lower accuracy, I like it.
Ancient Power is regular accuracy, as far as I know, at least. I'm pretty sure it's 100%.
Oh, maybe it is. It's lower base power, not lower accuracy.
It's not a big base power, but let's roll this Ancient Power here. My luck with battles is continuing, apparently. As I roll a 5 and miss on the Ancient Power, I was going to attack Pearl back. Nope. You see the rocks kind of summon out, jut towards Pearl, and all of them just fly by. Pearl just stands still, lets them just fly. Whoosh, whoosh. I think you missed. As we go over to Seti, Geodude.
You could say they just destroy the Pokepuffs that were on the floor.
I think each one of them lands perfectly like a golf ball on a tee on top of the Pokepuffs.
Yeah. And it just says, I meant to do that.
I meant to do that. Yeah, totally. We don't need your
Snack
peace
time's
offering here.
over.
This is not real, but I can imagine just a small part of Rose like, oh, so that's how it's gonna be. You dare break my Pokepuffs?
I put a lot of love and care into those.
This is where the villain arc begins. Next up is Seti, the Geodude. Do I do it? Muhammad, do I do it? Do I just do it in general? Well, it's sort of new mechanic. Do I do it?
Odd says you don't. That was odd.
So I don't do it?
That's what the die said. You don't have to listen to the die.
My guess is what
Kinda
he's
don't.
asking is if he should use Earthquake.
Oh, I know that's what he's asking.
Yeah, you know what? The die doesn't listen to me in the past. So why should I listen to you? Forget it. We're going Earthquake. Break the building down. Hey, guess what we've done? This is another addition to the system that isn't actually coded in, but I think spread moves do spread move damage now.
Yay!
Yay!
So that means 75%, right?
So that means 75%, meaning
Like the damage spread moves have damage reduction.
Do they?
When you target multiple, yeah. Well, I don't know about in Mystery Dungeon, but in the main games, yes. It's a 25% reduction on spread moves.
Really?
Otherwise,
So
spread
if you
moves
would-
would be so OP.
That's what I've thought. So I just typed in Earthquake and got some very sad news. Pokemon? Really? So
Yeah.
if I were to use Earthquake here, it would do less damage?
Well, instead of being so
Base 100
like
and all that?
main game, right? Earthquake is base 100 power. It is
Right.
base 100 power when it is single target. If it has multiple targets, it is 75 base power. Like, it's just-
new
that's
to
just-
me.
It's just how spread moves are coded into the game. I don't know if you'll see it on the page for Earthquake specifically. You'll see it on the page for spread moves. Yeah.
Cool.
That's why like single target attacks in double battles feel like they do so much damage because spread moves don't actually do all that much damage.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Well,
It's also why single target attacks tend to be like around the same power as spread moves, right? Like when you get to like, the top moves.
Gotcha. Well, that ain't happening. I just coded this in. Not really, but sort of. Earthquake is just going to Earthquake everybody. When I say everybody, I mean everybody. So,
Earthquake hits everyone.
The
Earthquake
building.
is hitting everybody. So,
I was
not
going to
only
ask
hitting
at the end of the
everybody-
first turn is there really no commotion from this battle?
Well, there's about to be a commotion right now. I think, we'll just Earthquake. Please hit. Come on. It's an Earthquake. I don't understand how Earthquake can miss anyway, but alright, come on. This son of a basket. Guess who missed an Earthquake?
Okay, but if you're doing a spread move, like a multi-target move, do you roll for each person? Or
So in Mystery Dungeon, technically I would roll for each person, but
I mean
I
in
don't know
main
about-
games too, you also roll for each person, but I don't
That's
know if
true.
we want to do that.
alright, well, let's do that actually, because that's probably, we haven't actually properly coded it in, so we might as well do that. Alright, let's find out. Who was I hitting on that one? So that misses Pearl. Oh, that's fun. We'll just go in order from what I had here. So that's gonna. Oh my gosh, that's gonna hit on Ignis. That's gonna hit
It's
on
gonna-
Metamorph.
Everyone
And it's
is
gonna
not
miss
just.
Rose.
It's gonna hit Rose. So 3.
I was scrambling to pick up my Pokepuff dust.
Basically, is 3d8 plus 10. Okay. This isn't a. Well, I was rolling a d10. What am I doing? Like,
100%
D8, roll 10. What? Rose, I need your physical defense.
23.
You are going to take 21 points of damage.
Okay.
Sir, 21? What is this?
Cool.
Ignis better be knocked out. Ignis has to be. Ignis is 4 times weak.
Ignis is only 2 times weak.
Huh? No. Rock and fire.
It's
No,
just
it's
rock.
just rock as a roly-poly.
Oh, you're right. Oh, sad. Still, it's 2 times weak and it already ate a Dragon Pulse. Like, what are we doing?
Told you not to underestimate them.
And I changed. I don't know if it's. Yeah, I've changed the move effectiveness thing. So super effective is 1.5 times damage instead of 2 times damage.
Right. Okay.
Quad effective is 2.25. Where'd these numbers come from? Technically the Mystery Tundra games, or I kind of just flipped around until I felt okay about it. So,
I mean, 1.5 times 1.5 is 2.25. So,
that's probably the logic behind it. That makes much more sense.
right? I'm not tripping. 1.5 times. Yeah, it is 2.25. Okay.
Okay. So, Rose, as you're picking up the Pokepuffs, the Geodude decides, you know what? I'm gonna break the house. Then we can escape, right, guys? Slam. Causing a commotion. Just everything starts shaking. Pearl goes full Ninja Warrior and just avoids everything, bouncing off the walls, making sure that they don't get hit by anything. Everybody else, not the same. Rose, you just get hit hard by the earthquake. Fly back. You're still fine though in health. Audino's a pretty bulky Pokemon, if I remember correctly,
Mhm.
right?
I've got
Yeah.
35 left.
Okay, yeah. So you know, a decent
And it
amount
still
of
did
damage.
40%.
Yeah, decent damage, but not concerning levels yet. Ignis gets completely knocked out by this. Just boom. Ignis, I think, got up from the bed. Earthquake happens. Immediately falls back on the bed, and then it's just fully knocked out at this point. And even Rock and Roller takes a big hit of damage as well. Thus, Metamorph turns to Seti, being like, "Dude, what are you doing? I thought that would do a lot of damage." "Yeah, to us."
These are the first words we've heard them speak all show.
Probably. Thus leading us to
Once
Rose.
Ignis is knocked out, they are unleashed.
Yeah.
They say, all right, abandon him here. We got our own team now.
we gotta go. Rose, it's your move.
So the rock plate was in the corner, right?
The rock plate is in the corner. It has not been. It has been able to stand tall despite the earthquake, and that's
Can
really
I
the
just
only
go
thing that's
grab
good
it?
Yeah. You're gonna need to make an athletics roll here, so a strength roll, to avoid the bickering members that are still up.
Okay. What is
that's
stat is
tough.
that? Tough. I got 1 tough. I think I could do that.
I have 1 single tough.
Maybe this is actually why I was taking damage in the earthquake, because I was like dodging things on my way to go get the plate.
That would make sense. Yeah.
That's a 4 + 1.
I think that was the idea you had in mind. And I think you probably got a few steps before the earthquake really hit. At which point, unfortunately, this turn you won't be able to get it. But you can still, do your attack, or you don't have it. Do you have items? You do have items. You could theoretically use an item. Item would take place of the attack.
Yeah,
Your
my
ability-
items are just berries at the moment. Nobody's got a status condition.
Right.
So I think instead I'm just gonna say, all right, Pearl, let's get it. You got this. And set my hands up for a boost as I use Helping Hand.
Okay. Remind me how Helping Hand works. First off, does it have an accuracy? I don't think it does.
No accuracy, just says if next to ally damage base +2 on their next something.
Next attack. Gotcha. Okay.
Next turn.
Yeah, you can
so-
widen the thing and read it.
Yeah, it might be cut off by the
Just
the
on their
cell.
next.
Just the next, it gets +2 damage base. Okay, cool. So the
Basically,
boost
I'm just
even
gonna
more-
boost Pearl into the air or something. So
Yeah.
do some cool flip and then do another Dragon Breath or something.
Just flipper in the air. That's great. Rock and Roll is up next. This might change my plans here. Yeah, why not? I'm gonna go for. I think. Ooh, would they? I think they are of the mindset. Probably. That makes sense. Yeah. Pearl did damage. Rose did not. Therefore, Pearl is more powerful. Right? That makes sense from their logic.
I thought you were about to
So-
say they use Earthquake too.
No. It's like, no, this is how you do it. Slap. They're not. I think they are going to go for Rock Blast on Pearl. And you gotta love this because this is
Anirudh, this isn't Bully Seed, Pin Missile, Fury Attack mechanics, is it? Alright, fine, do your worst.
Cool. So I'm going to roll a d20 5 times. And then for each one that I get a hit, it hits. Ta-da. That's not quite how it's written in the system, but that's how it's technically supposed to go. So, I need to match an 8, and I don't on the first one, so that misses. I don't on the second one, that misses. That's a 7 and a 6. That's a 5. What is going on here? That's a 13, that's 1 hit. And a nat 20 on the second one. Okay.
Alright, so 1 hit, 1 crit. I could live with that.
Yep, so that's going to be...
I think I could live with that.
I need your physical defense.
20.
That'll be 18 points of damage.
Oh, alright, that's okay. That's manageable.
So yeah, no, this is how you do it. Roggenrola, I don't even know what... See, this is where Pokemon biology comes into play. Like, where are these rocks coming from? Are you just scooping them from the ground? Are you summoning them? Roggenrola, I think, turns
in my mind, Rock Blast was always, like, rock types could, like, take, like, the carbon from carbon dioxide in the air and, like, concentrate it into rocks, like, in front of them, and then just poof, poof, poof. You know?
So Roggenrola turns into a cannon and just starts throwing rocks, basically.
Or he's just chipmunking a bunch of rocks.
Well, not that too. not throwing rocks, blasting rocks. Rock blast, not rock throw.
That's true. So it's a literal cannon, just bang, bang. First 3 completely miss, I think, due to the efforts of Rose's flips. Quite literally just chucks Pearl in the air, and Pearl's able to dodge the first 3 beautifully. The last 2 not so much, because now it's just momentum, and Roggenrola is able to judge, like, okay, but let me use calculus here to properly angle this. Okay, all right, and bang, bang. And the next 2 hit to do decent damage. I think Pearl is fine, though, right?
Yeah, Pearl's okay.
Speaking of Pearl, it's Pearl's turn. Pearl, you have the +2 damage base to whatever move you're about to do.
Before we start turn 2,
could take out.
Does the rest of the house not notice anything?
That's a good point.
Considering we've had 5 5 or 6 like missed rocks go hurling into the building, and an earthquake.
It's closed, right?
The door is closed, but I feel like an earthquake would probably be noticed, seeing as it's, the ground shaking, but it's up, right?
Yes, the up is shaking.
Well, no, they're below them.
Okay, it's the other way around. Okay. Something higher than normal is shaking, I guess. Anyway, so, yes, they will. As I jump over to you, Kyle, who has tested? I'm going to give you 3. I'll give you 3 people that have tested.
3?
3 of these people have tested the door.
And I can choose which 3? Okay.
I'll let you choose which 3.
Who is most likely to be... Who does Kyle trust the least in this group? Because I don't think Kyle knows about my suspicions about Lucille, so that doesn't apply here. So there's no one who's particularly sus.
I'll go through the list one more time if you'd like.
I think Kyle's going to start with the people that he doesn't know and doesn't know of, which are the Clodsire, the Kingdra, and I want to say there's 1 or 2 others that... no, those are the only 2 that Kyle really doesn't know. Right?
There's a Mastiff as well that you don't know.
Oh, Mastiff. Yeah.
The Mastiff you know nothing about. And then South you know a little bit about from the story.
Kyle knows of South, has met Miles, and has met everyone else.
You've heard of Steven as well.
Oh, yeah, Kyle's heard of South, heard of Steven, and knows nothing about this Kingdra, this Mastiff, or this Clodsire.
Correct.
And then has met everyone else.
Correct.
Okay, yeah. So maybe not actually met everyone else, but knows has seen everyone else. I don't know if Kyle's officially met.
You've seen everybody else. You've at least had a passing conversation with most of them.
Yeah. Lucille and Selena, I don't know if Kyle's actually ever talked to. But
you would have recognized them from the dream situation.
No, yeah, Kyle recognizes them from the dream, but Kyle has not actually talked to them. But that's why Kyle knows them. All right, so we're starting with the 3 that we don't know.
Okay. Clodsire tries the door, and it does not open. Mastiff tries the door, and it does not open. Kingdra tries the door, and it does not open.
Okay.
And as the fourth person, whoever it is, tries to come up, boom! Shakes the earth. As there's a loud sounding earthquake and or rocks that are being thrown around. A few members look up. I think somebody probably starts jogging over there. Probably north, if I had to guess, because full officer. So north and south are probably immediate officer mode, like danger, let's go. And I think the crowd quickly starts to rush that way as well. Are you joining them, Kyle?
If the crowd is rushing, Kyle's going with the crowd because Kyle feels boom from second floor. Kyle's like, all right, they found something.
I mean, if there truly was earthquake, then the third floor would probably get unstable as well.
True. So
I mean,
everyone
the
starts
building's
to
just
notice.
shaking a little bit, you know.
Yeah, basically.
This
and so the crowd
wasn't
starts rushing there.
magnitude. If this was magnitude, we could be in some trouble. But just earthquake, it's fine.
It's just an earthquake.
I mean,
So the crowd
if it's below a 3, like earthquakes are usually okay. I say this as someone who has lived in a very earthquake-prone zone.
That's all right, and so you guys start rushing downwards, yes, because the rock room is on the second floor and the
Yeah.
barium's on the third floor. So you start rushing downwards, and then as everyone starts rushing there, we go to the top of the initiative order with Pearl. Pearl, you've got the base boost. You've got your own strengths.
Yeah.
You've got 2 people you could attack.
Pearl. Okay, because on the one hand, Pearl didn't appreciate getting smacked up by some rocks, but on the other hand, Pearl knows that if she wasn't on the ground, she'd probably be down for the count thanks to this Geodude.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So, I think after that little helping hand boost, Pearl, winds up the little pearl, I guess, on its tail. That feels very redundant, but Pearl's tail glows that dragon blue in Pokemon. You know that blue, the dragon
Right.
blue, that blue. Yeah. And another Dragon Pulse comes out this time at SETI, the Geodude.
Okie doke. Base 11 is 3d10 plus 10.
Assuming I hit, which I do. Did I roll a 12 last time too? I might have.
I think so.
Cool. Yeah. All right. You said 3d10.
3d10 plus 10.
Wee. That's where are my d10s? I just had them. Where'd they go?
You're using d100s as well, so.
Well, yeah, but I also just had my d10s. I don't know what oh, there they are. All right. That was right up next to the mic. You could hear all of that.
Yeah.
All right, I see 3. I see 4. And survey says 4. So 8 plus 3 is 11. It was 3d10 plus what?
Plus 10.
All right, so 11 plus 10 is 21. 21 plus 23 special attack is 44. Yeah, 44.
Yep. And you are attacking.
Geodude City. Whose SPDF should not be that good. At least I don't think so.
Yeah, so a decent hit, knocking out a lot of health there. As SETI gets blasted back, basically a carbon copy just bounces off the table, or not the table, bounces bed, lying on the bed right now. Like, what? As it's now SETI's turn. SETI, what are you going to do?
Earthquake again.
Do I earthquake again?
No.
Magnitude!
I'm gonna go for a slightly more focused earthquake called Bulldoze. Let's go for
Yeah.
that. Yeah. So let's go for that. That's a 19. That's gonna hit on Pearl. I probably should have mentioned that was gonna be Pearl, obviously.
Uh-oh.
So that is 2d6 plus 8.
This could be trouble.
I need your physical defense.
20.
You're gonna take 22 points of damage.
Even after
your
the
speed also.
that was after the 1.5 times multiplier, right?
That was after the multiplier.
Woo. Okay. All right.
Your speed also drops by 2, but that's just on my end. That doesn't really matter. You'll still be going first going forward.
Okay. Also, I didn't ask about this with Metamorph, but I mean it's not too late to ask. You have static written down as any physical move?
Yes, any physical move.
Okay.
So it should be rolling here.
Yeah, but also isn't Rock Blast physical?
Rock Blast is physical, actually. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, because I noticed that it said physical move and not contact move, and I was like, well, I guess we're not going to distinguish it fair. But okay. So for the Rock Blast, do I roll once or do I roll twice? I guess once.
You roll once for the Rock Blast.
Sure. I
It
mean, at
would,
least in main games, like those contact abilities trigger on every hit. But
I forget if Mystery Dungeon does the same. I think for
I don't know
our
if
sake, we're just
Mystery
going to
Dungeon
make it once for the shot.
Okay. I have a purple die and I have a blue die. Which one's Metamorph and which one's SETI?
Rose, do you have any idea? Anything?
The
Sounds good,
blue
yeah.
one is Metamorph.
Okay. Well, the blue one's a 9, so Metamorph is paralyzed. And I rolled a 4 for SETI, so SETI's not paralyzed.
Okey-doke.
For the people listening at home that aren't familiar with static, the way we've implemented static is an ability where on contact, there's a 30% chance to paralyze. So we've implemented as anytime you get hit by a physical move, roll a d10. If it's 8 or higher, the person who attacked you is paralyzed. So now Metamorph is paralyzed.
Rock and Roller was paralyzed in the past. Rock and Roller being Metamorph. SETI is not. It is Rose's turn.
Also, Pearl is hurting.
Also
I'm
that.
still making my way towards the plate if it's possible.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll another tough roll here.
Tough stuff. 16 plus 1, 17.
You grab the plate. You're able to grab it. That's sort of you confirmed in the past, but now absolutely confirmed right now as you pick it up. You're able to rush back. Theoretically, with an IQ skill, you could end the battle right here and run.
Well, so yeah, what I would do. Wait, what are my IQ skills? Sure.
There should be a section for them.
Yeah, is it leaving the dungeon? Because we're not in a dungeon.
There should be something like escaping a battle, isn't there? I might not have that,
Dedicated
actually.
Traveler, which you look to avoid a battle in the first place, but there's no IQ skill for when you're in a battle, escaping.
Yeah, I have
battle.
Escapist. You can use
That's
these
true,
for
that's
badge to
true.
leave a dungeon. Exclusive.
That's true, never mind.
move user.
Yeah, like I would have brought up
Character.
Dedicated Traveler earlier if you didn't already have something to roll for not even doing the battle in the first place.
Alright, so in that case, then never mind, you're stuck in the battle until
I have acute
somebody
sniffer.
wins.
If
Or...
looking for a specific item, you roll an automatic success. Could have done that.
But you've grabbed the plate right now. You can't escape the battle. It'll follow you until the ends of Earth.
Okay, but we can like move location, then, right?
You could move locations. They'll just start chasing after you.
Okay, yeah. Then I just say, Pearl, the door, and like dash towards the door, and then use Life Dew.
Okay. Life Dew
which-
is, remind me again?
It is no accuracy. All of team gains D12 plus 4 HP.
Okie doke. That makes sense. Okay, cool. So you're fully healed, right, Rose?
I have 35. I took damage.
Oh,
from
that's
the
right. That's
first
right. Okay.
hit.
All right. In that case, roll the D12 plus 4. You said.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll that, and then everybody heals up that much.
It's a 5 plus 4, so that's 9.
All right. So you and Pearl both gain back 9 health.
Pearl's sitting at a pretty 19, so still in the danger zone, but
And you head to the door.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Sure. Cool. I'm sorry. I'm doing math here. You head to the door. You will not be able to exit until the end of this round. Bad news. Good news. The end of the round is after Rock and Roller goes.
if Rock and Roller
Which is
goes.
paralyzed. If Rock and Roller goes, because it's paralyzed right here. Speaking of paralysis, remind me myself how paralysis goes. If all right, so it's a 50-50 shot right now.
Oh, it's 50-50? Oh, okay.
It's 55% success 45%, nothing happens. If it's 10 plus, I can attack. If it's 16 plus, I heal myself. That's a 3. So Rock and Rolla goes out to stop you, like, wait! And that's the end of that round. If you want to escape, you can. I'll let you escape. You're out. You're good.
Cool. I mean, is there any like thing for running away from a battle?
Not really, because in the Mystery Dungeon games, they could just chase after you in
Okay.
the dungeon itself until you escape the floor. So in a similar sort of vein, this is escaping the floor in essence because
Yeah.
you've walked out the door.
I mean, I'm okay with just running out the door then, because other people are probably on their way, and I have the
Fair.
thing we came here for.
Very true. Cool. That's the end of the battle. Yay! Success. Rose, you're gonna get experience for the defeat of Roly Coly there.
Me?
Yeah, you.
I didn't attack anybody.
That doesn't matter.
Okay.
You were
I'm
you
cool
were
with
in the
that.
battle.
Yeah.
Hey, you were in the battle. You
I mean,
won.
that's good, because I was worried I wouldn't get a lot of experience, because I am intentionally probably not going to fight a lot of people.
As long as you're on the team that defeats folks, then you'll get experience, even if you yourself don't actually do any of the punching.
Okay.
So as a result, you are gonna get Yeah, there's one player in the battle. That's true. Why do I do 2? It's technically 2. So you're gonna get 52 experience points here.
Nice.
Great. And that is the battle concluded there. Perfect timing too, because as you rush out of the rock room here, you see a crowd of basically everybody else rushing towards you, and you all just meet up in one kumbaya moment. Everyone
Like
very
carrying
confused,
this
obviously.
plate above my head. Just like,
Yeah, basically like, guys. But you've got the plate now. You've got the rock plate. I'm assuming, Kyle, everyone else has brought the other plates up from downstairs, right? Or would you all have just gone up?
No, everyone just went up. The plates were like we had agreed to keep the plates in the
That's right.
main
That's right.
hallway where everyone could see them. So the
Okay,
plates are all still down there.
In that case, Rose appears out of nowhere, out of a room that nobody else has been able to get into, with the rock plate.
I don't know.
And
I'm
Rose
just-
also appears out of the room on her own. No Rocket Rampage, no Pearl.
Oh,
I mean,
Pearl's there.
there.
Sorry.
Pearl
Pearl's
probably
there.
like opened the door, and then, I mean, I'm guessing Rock and Rampage is still probably trying to chase us because they're in there.
Yeah. But for this split second, you've got the rock plate. All the good guys are here. Yay! Thumbs up.
I mean, I'm probably either trying to run to put it in the pile or just like chucking it in the pile.
Rose off the balcony chucks it.
Because I
Kyle-
assume something happens when we have them all together.
Kyle's looking at for this split second. Kyle's looking at Rose and just like one eyebrow raised, just to be like try to ask like, and the rock people.
And Rose just jumps off the balcony to try to get to this.
This is the second
mean-
floor, right?
Yeah, but also
Yeah,
like I'm sure Kyle
You
can
can
see
jump
them.
up.
The door is open and it's not a big room. It's just like they're in there.
The door has swung closed, by the way, because there's nobody from inside is trying to open it, and nobody from outside is a rock type trying to open it. As a result, the door swings shut. So the door is closed
I
right
mean-
now. I mean, it could take. Kyle can probably put 2 and 2 together, but
No, but Kyle's concern right now is that you just left 3 wanted criminals there, not apprehended. That's Kyle's assumption, because Kyle doesn't see the 3 of them being led out of the room by Pearl. If Pearl just followed Rose, so like, what are we
mean,
doing here?
I don't know. There's nothing to really do.
I'll save it.
I don't know what's happening time wise. I thought we were going towards an ending, so I was giving us an ending scene.
I'll save it here because Pearl is going to basically just rush, forget all of you. Pearl does not care about anybody that's here. Pearl is rushing down the stairs, being like, "Guys, our clock is almost at 0. Let's go."
I mean, I was
most of the
I
crowd
was
like
doing
Treasure.
that.
Go.
I was doing that.
Yeah.
I was on my way.
You jump
down.
off the balcony.
So, like I wasn't. If Kyle didn't say anything, Rose is not gonna notice.
I mean, Kyle didn't
so,
verbally
I
say
think-
anything, but
I think
also the
I think all of you probably-
the episode limit made the passage of time make no sense. Oh my goodness.
that's pros and cons of the system. You guys rush down out of nowhere. The clock continuing to tick down. as Rose, I think you're still carrying the rock plate, correct?
Yeah, I was just running towards the pile of stuff or whatever.
Perfect. You toss it next to the kind of wherever the designated spot is, for the rock plate, and as you do, you see sliding it in. Now you've got this nice little like 6x3 grid, I guess. Well, I didn't know. I think probably that you'd organize it based on how you found them. So it's now this like 2x9 grid, just this long rectangle, and then you see as you finally place the rock plate down, each of the plates start almost merging into each other. The colors start to bleed into the next one, as they almost start getting connected. They're like melting into each other until eventually you've got this almost rainbow-looking large rectangular plate that starts glowing. Everybody shuts their eyes from the light and then opens their eyes again to find all the plates have disappeared, and there is one single key located there. Now, this is not any special key. This is a key with a lock that looks very familiar because it is basically the key to the attic.
I eat the key.
You eat the key?
No, I don't.
If you eat the key, that dramatically changes the story, I will say.
I don't eat the key.
The key is there. I'm assuming one of you grabs it.
What is our timing? Like, what's going on? 'Cause
You
we're almost
have
at 2 hours
minutes.
for this episode. Then.
You have minutes left before your household family comes in.
Oh, okay.
So- So someone grabs the key. If
I mean-
it's not one of you two, I'm going to force somebody else.
I'm assuming that if we grab the key and go do the thing, the rock horn's gonna be there then. So
We'll have to wait and see.
I
apparently
sincerely doubt it. Kyle just grabs the
apparently
key
not, 'cause
and goes to the attic.
you're gonna
So
end the episode and tell us that it's time to leave. I'm confused on your timing. Like, I don't know. I'll grab the
this is
key.
why I
I'll go to
don't
the
like
attic.
the 2-episode limit. I don't like it. Just say we have 2
It's-
days. Let us take 2 days in game. It's fine.
It's
We'll talk
fine.
about it in the post game, but I'll grab the key and I'll go do the attic thing then. since I was
Rose grabs
there.
the key. Everybody starts rushing up as the crowd starts getting enveloped in the excitement, the awe of the treasure potentially being found. You rush up to the attic. Sure enough, there is a keyhole, not up on the attic that you might think, but almost on the side, like by one of the doors. There's a keyhole there. Put the key in, twist it, and the door pops from the attic. And as it slides open, you see a ladder kind of uncollapse itself to fall down. It seems like there's a room, there's an area up there. You guys all head up to the attic, I presume. And as you walk on up to the attic, everybody else waiting for it, somebody finds the lights, flicks it on, and instantly you see treasures of all shapes and sizes. There's gold, there's jewels, there are various different items and other things like that. There is more than enough here for everybody to share. Yay, nobody has to worry about fighting for the treasure. I just rolled a nat 20, that's perfect. Everybody comes to the decision that Rose, you were the one that found the plate, the final plate. So, you get first pick out of everything that's in this room. What would you like?
I want the pizza pan. No. I don't know. Do I see the rock horn? Or
Yeah,
what I
you
would
see.
assume to be a rock horn.
Yeah, you see this giant diamond. You see this fancy looking plate that does look like almost all the other plates combined. You see this horn that's made out of stone that probably could be the rock horn or maybe not. Also, at this point, I think Wish Cash is trying to give you guys a call, be like, "Hey guys, I could see you." I don't know if that's a good thing, but
I
I'm
mean,
pretty
do I
sure
see
you
a
found it.
whiskash stuck in a horn?
You don't see a Wish Cash stuck in a horn, but you do see the rock horn and the Wish Cash's voice in your head being like, hey guys, it's that one. It's that one. And as like Rose starts to look away, no, that one.
Hey, on your
yeah.
left. No, your left.
On your left.
More.
On your
Look
left.
down.
I'll pick
No,
it
yeah.
up. I'll pick it up.
And you've got the rock horn now. Rose, you can add that to your items bag, assuming you have space, of course. It is, I think, should quite literally be rock horn,
Oh, okay.
right? I hope so.
Rock horn. How many? 5 of them. 545.
You found 6,000 rock horns. And now the new game begins. You have 90 seconds to find out which one's the real one. Good luck. No, I'm kidding. The rock horn is picked up. Everybody grabs their own special thing. Kyle, make a perception check.
I almost clicked my mouse with my die right there. 17 minus 1.
You're looking through. Are there any items in particular that you're really interested in? I'm just curious. Beside the rock horn.
Kyle was. We came here for one thing, and Kyle was like, "All right, well, we're not gonna have to finagle our way into getting it." Everyone agreed. Rose gets it. Cool, perfect. At this point, Kyle's mind is still on what about Rock and Rampage? Like, where'd they go? What did you do with them? That's
The
what
house
Kyle's
is gonna
mind is on.
disappear at dawn, so they'll disappear with it.
I think so you guys are picking up your treasures and stuff like that. I think people are picking various different items. It doesn't particularly matter which one is picked up, but everybody gets something cool. You've got the rock horn. That's the big thing. Later on, I'll cut to a little bit later from that before I do the thing that I asked you to roll for. Did I ask you to roll a perception check?
You did
Yes?
You did ask me to roll perception.
Did you roll it? I've already forgotten.
I did. I got 17 minus 1.
17. Yes. Okay. That's minus 1, 16. Perfect. Yeah. So cut to a little bit later. Actually, as you guys are starting to exit the Mousehole family, thanks you for solving their mystery. You see Officer North come out with Rock and Rampage. So North has got them.
Okay, cool.
That happens a little bit later. For your perception check, though, one of the items that you notice, there's it's like a bird cage almost that looks like it's literally just like a mini house stuck in this attic. And inside this bird cage, looks like inside the bird cage, not locked or anything like that, but on the bird cage, just kind of sitting down there, you notice a black key that looks vaguely familiar.
Okay, I knew it. I knew you were throwing one of these in here. All right.
You notice it. You don't pick it up though, because at this point is when the rock horn thing is mentioned. But I think you recognize that, and then Rose kind of exclaims, "Hey, I found the rock horn!" And you're much more interested in the rock horn. You look to the rock horn. Oh, great! You look back and find it's missing. Somebody has picked that up.
And no one here got it.
Well, somebody here has to have been the one that picked it up.
Nope. I know something about the magician thief now. I'm not falling for your tricks, Anirudh. I know something. All right, thank you. Thank you for letting me know.
And then we continue forward. Everybody starts leaving the island now, traveling back to where it is, wherever they're going. What's the city? Is it Steam Springs that we said?
Yeah, Steam Springs was the city, the little port town that we left from.
Yep.
Thought it was Steamport.
Is it Steamport?
No, Steamport. Oh no, Steam Springs was the. No, you're right. Not Steam Springs. Was it Steam Springs? Steam Springs might have been the town that Pearl and Miss Quagsire came from, but no, it was Steamport is the port. Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. All right. So
cool.
At the beginning of the episode, when I said I finally remembered a city name, nope.
I'm pretty sure you said
I
Steamport
think
at the beginning.
No, I said Steam Springs. I said Steam Springs with full chest.
Anyway, you guys are heading back to Steamport, I presume. On your little ships now that everybody's done. Everyone's just exchanging phone numbers and all that sort of stuff, or the equivalent, being like, let's meet up again. This was a fun adventure. Yeah, it's so much fun to share treasure, and everyone's all happy and friendly and stuff. Except Rock and Rampage, who we're about to return to jail, I presume, or sentencing. I don't know. They're doing their own thing. Officer North thanks everybody. And I think we leave the episode there. We'll just end it on finale. Yeah, there you go. Stamp. Done. Cool. That was the thing. I hear a lot of commentary by everybody in the audience here, primarily one individual, which we will discuss in the post-game episode. That'll be happening in a moment. But for everybody else that's listening at home, thank you so much for listening, watching, and supporting in any way, shape, or form that you do. I have been your PM, your DM, your GM, Anirudh himself.
I've been Muhammad playing Kyle.
I've been Daisy playing Rose.
And until next time, some plot points hit, some plot points miss. That's all I gotta say.